Hello everyone, myself Nitin Jain. I am heading the business line Industrial Services in Quality Austria Central Asia. Today I will be briefing you about the industrial services, what is our profession, what we do, what is the advantage of third party. Then I will be briefing you about our main domain sector, telecom, and that what we do, what services we offer, what we have achieved, and what unique we give in the market is our forte. So today let's start with the industrial services. Our profession is basically to have some reference standard, what we call QAP, codes or checklist. Then we go to site or manufacturing unit and we do the inspection. On that, based on our inspection, we deliver our report. So our deliverable is a report. We are into market segment, telecom, automobile and locomotive, power, oil and gas, building and peripherals, road and bridges, coal, water infrastructure. We are in the both domain, CAPEX and OPEX. We are covering all the services for CAPEX and OPEX. Our services are ranging from initiating feasibility to the execution to the final handover of the site, and we are also somewhere part of O&M also, operation and maintenance. So I want to brief you about the parties. There are three parties majorly in the job: first party, second party, and third party. Who is the first party? Essentially, the one who owns the product is the first party. We call it OEM, original equipment manufacturers. Then second party, we have a supplier or subcontractor which are delivering the sub-services in that. Third party, it's a totally independent of your business. They are just to determine where you are meeting your specific requirements and criteria. So we go for a third party. So we as a QACA is majorly in a third party inspection services in the industrial business line. There are a lot of pros and cons of the third party inspection. Some of the drive of cost saving, time saving, access to the experts and the experienced people we get through the third party, which is not easily available through our own setup. Then we do the transferring of accountability and responsibility of some activities on the third party. Outside, independent and unbiased perspective we get from them. We focus on the core competencies through outsourcing the third party inspection services, gain flexibility and scalability, which is the one of the major, you can say, achievement in the telecom we have done. Then after all these services, there is a customer satisfaction and confidence because there is a third party who recheck, reassure the deliverables. Then we talk about the telecom. Telecom is divided into two major infrastructure, active and passive. Active infrastructure is basically antennas, radio links, feeders, which are for the transmission of spectrum, this analog spectrum. Then tower companies, which is the passive infra companies, they supply the space, generator, shelters and masts, which runs the active infra. Majorly our offering in the telecom sector is inspection services, due diligence when we require due diligence of the sites, project management. We do the engineering consultancy also for the telecom companies. If you go specific to the offerings, we do the site acceptance testing, we call FAT, factory acceptance testing. We do the tower load validation, in which we go and check the tower can take further load or not. Is it safe? Then we do the health audit of the site, tower. Is it safe or not, if required any fixing of any issues. Then we do the technical staffing. Lot of people we put our experts for them for the consultancy and for further taking the project. NDT, we do the non-destructive testing to check the strength of the core. We do the critical specific site specific solution. There are a lot of issues of main lag these days because the sites are more than 30 years old. So there are a lot of rusting and all issues which is arising because of that. So we have an expert, so-called Rajiv Rai, with us, who give us the expert solution how to fix them. Supplier quality assurance, partner development we do. Lot of suppliers we have been developing from last 10 years for the Indus Towers. Business process relationship, which we call the contract governance. We have been part of Indus Towers, which we have delivered almost 12 years for that project, in which we were doing the total coordinate governance as a third party. and make them that all the contracts are governed properly, and any issues arise, we have to close amicably. Then we do the lot of scrap disposal, RPDI, this is called the repair, PDI inspection. PDI inspection before we dispatch anything from factory to the site. Building feasibility. Nowadays there are a lot of sites which are coming for to set up on the building. So we want to check, is it building will be able to take a load further or not. So we do the building feasibility check. Then pre-dispatch inspection with lot of services on the pre-dispatch. We have a majorly categorization of services as I brief. We have a vendor supplier where we can do the supply quality assurance program, vendor assessment we do, contract governance, we do the welder certification, PDI. Then when you go for the new site categorized services, we are into building feasibility, complete site designing, then tower designing, foundation design. We do the BOQ verification, SAT, site acceptance testing, safety audits, non-NDT, and technical staffing. When their site is in the running mode, it's already live, we do the safety audit, we do the assessment of sites, any issue is there, site upgradation, thermal imaging, if any issue arises because of the, you can say, failure of any electrical equipment. We do the O&M audits, site due diligence, load calculation, and critical solution for all those sites if any required. So we have a huge clientele. We do work for the international and national client. In national, we are working with almost all the clients, including we started in 2011 with Indus Towers. Then we have Viom. Then we have American Tower. We had then Bharti Infratel with us, Airtel. We have been doing with Vodafone, HFCL, Reliance Jio, Crest Digital, and last now we have started with Pace Digitech, which are doing almost 10,000 of sites for BSNL. So what we do in Site 80, which is the major we do, they are basically building a new sites we call the tower co sites, where we go for C1 stage, we call the raft isolated foundation quality inspection, then first lift, then we go for a template foundation where they are putting a template on which they will fix the tower. Then we go on the electrical side where there is a earthing, OD bed and all that have been, execution has been going on. Then we do the for tower, we want to check that there is no loose nut bolt, it's properly fixed as per the design. We go on the C4 stage, is the final stage where we check the boundary and compaction of sites and we give the site HOTO. This is the majorly we do in the site acceptance testing in telecom. So why QACA? We would say that we have unmatched expertise. We have a huge network. We have almost more than 600 engineers spread all over India. Every 50 kilometers you will find an engineer of QACA for the fast delivery. We are accredited by QCI, Quality Council of India, as a 17020 NC. We have a knowledge of each and every domain, experts we have. We work on a hub and spoke model. Means that we have requirement pan India to deliver, but our people, for our client, there is a spoke who will be there to resolve all the issues timely. We have a huge employee base, then we have a strong technical aspiration. We have very broad service portfolio because we have a business line like certification, training, project management consultancy, infrastructure. So we are there to help on each and every issues to our client. We have a very good brand and reputation. We have been working in India since 2010, and since then we have been growing with almost 30% CAGR, and you can say that our repetitive orders shows that confidence from the client. We have a very strong brand. We have an ombudsman to keep and check on our people. Then we have a very efficient network. So we could say that we always keep to see that what value addition we bring to our client in our services. This is what we always ask for each and every delivery. Thank you.